Welcome to Shooting the Shit
Uh,
with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Love and Marriage DC Season 2, Episode 4. But before we start, D, you're coming? He's been such a good boy. He's doing his homework. What you gonna
the
tell
times have changed.
Smack that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
Oh, he's so sweet. Nah. Joy and Clifton's house is everything. Okay. Landscape wise. But let me tell you this. So as much as I love her house, it's just too much maintenance for me. Okay. Because I look at the house and I'm like, oh my God, that is so pretty. And then I'll be like, dang, I'm seeing red flags. I'm like,
Yeah, but they have people come do that. I just feel like they just have that factored into the house expense, the landscaping
what
and
I
all of that.
said.
You would have to.
That's what I got down here. I was like, that would only work if I had enough money to have somebody.
Yeah,
come
you
and
can't possibly. After a certain amount of square feet, you can't do that by yourself. You be spending your
Not
whole
only
life.
that, I be thinking like kids and that big old lake right there. They in DC. DC is like here and probably worse. I'm like that lake effect. Have you ever seen a house that sit on a lake in a winter time?
In the winter? Yeah.
That whole side of the house is gonna be frozen in the winter time.
They're on a lake, like when I walk in the morning, if it's cold and I get by that retention pond, it be cold over there by that water, and it's just a little.
And you in Florida, so what you think that felt like in DC?
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they used to.
Yeah, because these houses here in Michigan sitting on that lake, when I tell you that thing, like your house is froze. It's froze. And then I'm like, dang, what that consumer bill be like? Yeah. My mind go to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I can't wait to see what they're gonna do to the inside of the house.
It's gonna be fly, I'm sure.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fat. Then I thought about them snakes. I was like, oh, me and them snakes. I was like, oh, them snakes in that water.
Well, you can't be by the water.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, oh. First I was like pretty, then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But they're excited about the house. I'm excited for them because it's a beautiful piece of land. He asked her if she excited, and she's like, yeah. And he's like, he asked about the wedding, and she's like, we'll get back to the wedding. We'll go back to that. He asked her about, having a baby, and she's like, I had to get my feet planted first. And he was like, well, so you don't feel like you grounded? And she's like, I'm getting there. And I'm sitting up there like, did y'all discuss any of this prior to? Because they seem like they're going in two totally different directions right now.
First of all, she gave up her career because she was a singer who worked 6 months out of the year away from home. So now she has to acclimate herself to being in one space. I don't know how she's maintaining her singing career from traveling. She was in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That being said, how old is she? Like, how much waiting is she talking about doing? Is she talking about?
She don't have that much. You already know, after a certain time, your time be ticking.
It gets,
My whole thing is, did y'all have a conversation? Because y'all like.
No, because they haven't been together that long. I feel like a lot of what they're doing, like they were already ready to love. That's a dating show, which you don't really get to start dating until after the show. You know what I'm saying?
Really just getting to know each other. But then y'all shouldn't be getting married and moving and doing all of this yet then. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You know how these people be on these shows and then they want to prove to the world that their, love is meant to be. And so they're going to be a fairy tale. So they acting out their fairy tale.
And then you see them and then they'll be like, such and such broke up. Their marriage is over.
I mean, like in real life, he has a little kid, like
you want this?
4 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like little kid.
Right.
And then teenagers, like, the reality of what that's like becoming now you want her to add a baby to the mix, and then her age factors in, like,
That's a lot. So Ashley and Quick.
and is he only doing beard oil? I want to know like how he makes money.
He
It
can't
can't
only
be.
be doing beard oil
How does
and
he
he got
make
all of
money?
that. Cause that's a lot. That's why I said last week. I was like, what does he do?
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's a lot. They got some acres.
And
That's
they
a
got
lot.
the fabulous home on the lake.
Yeah, that's a lot. Cause I was like, Monique and them stuff was nice, but that's
That's
a
one of
different
4
level.
homes. They have several homes, Monique and Chris.
Yeah, but that's on a different level. That's nice.
Mm.
They sitting on the lake, but they got a lake house. They had a lake house though, didn't they? Maybe
They
we
have
just ain't
4.
see it like that. But we know
You'd
what Chris got
you'd
his
have
money
seen
from.
all of their homes.
Yeah, we know what Chris got his money for. So
Right.
So Ashley and Quick, they're talking about the party. She talked about how she wasn't surprised, but she appreciated. I'm like, at least you said you appreciate it, because your attitude be nasty sometimes. He asked her if she talked to Alicia, and she said she did. She just said she was sore, but her car is totaled. And he asked her, was she upset that he, waited to the end of the party? So he waited all the way to the end of the party to tell her.
Just say something.
And yeah, she's upset. Her friend was more important to her than that dang on party. And she was like, and then, Quick, he had been in multiple accidents that scared her to death. So that stuff freak her out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at the end of the day, I think she would have felt better if she would have just talked to her friend and said,
Yeah.
Are you okay? Because now I feel like trash because I've been partying all night.
Exactly. So then Quick said, well, when everybody heard about Alicia, everybody was upset except for Jamie, because Jamie was sauce. Okay.
He was.
It was your party, but he was the one gone. And he talked about how his conversation.
Jamie gets a little bit belligerent when he's sauced too.
Well, he talked about the conversation he had with Jamie triggered the both of them. And him saying little Jamie was looking for attention. And Ashley said, she's been in little Jamie's shoes before. She felt like she couldn't talk to her parents, and she felt like anything that she did wasn't right when it came to them. But then she started talking about her having insomnia, feeling like she was gonna crash, and she can't enjoy her moment right now with her book and everything because she's so exhausted. And Quick, it's like, woo, woo, woo. It's gonna be okay. Oh, look at the time. It's time for me to go. I gotta go to work. Because we know he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not only that, like he doesn't even know how to be there emotionally because of what happened to him. His mother was gone when he was 10 years old. So, he came from being raised as book up, don't cry,
Yeah.
Man up.
He don't even try. He like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You'll be all right.
Yeah. So Irina Miss Joy at this little place where they're painting little canvas for her new house. She brings up Ashley party, and she said, I don't know how your name came up, Joy, but
oh, when you brought it up, when you told them people that Joy had a problem with them.
But for whatever reason, I don't know how it came up. Sherelle said, Joy blocked me and she don't know why. And she was like, first of all, this ain't recently happened. That they've been blocked for years, okay? Her and any extension of her and her husband. She says that you better calm down. Sherelle says that he was dating one of Joy's friends, and Joy got upset because he started dealing with Sherelle afterwards. And Joy's like, nah, first of all, He cheated on her friend with Sherelle. So that's what it was. But she was like, what? Sherelle was a side piece. This Arena. She was like, sure, Jamie was my side piece because I was
So
living
then,
with
Arena, this
daddy.
is why they're saying
What they were saying about Raina?
yeah.
Well, she said she wasn't nobody's side piece. Jamie was the side piece, okay? She was living with Brittany daddy when she got with Jamie.
Okay, but Arena.
Arena's so goofy though. She just she
So
like
relative, Arena.
So Raina invites Joy to Sherelle's event, and she's like, I don't mess with them like that. Why would I go to that girl's event? I just told you I don't deal with them.
Talk with, yeah.
Yeah. And she said, look, I rarely use the word hate, but I hate him. I was like, oh, dang. So she said, it was the issue. It wasn't got nothing to do with, I mean, yeah, that was messed up what he did to her friend, but that's not why she hate him. She hate
I
him.
was glad she said that because I was like, you're that mad that he cheated
Yeah.
with, that's not even your
She
thing.
said it had to do with her band. He had came up with selfish decisions, lies, deceit, and then he blamed her for the reason why the band was broke up.
Was she the only girl in the band?
It looked like, did it look like it? I think so. I think
Probably,
when they
'cause
showed
then
that picture,
that's why it's her fault. You know, the
it was
apple and all.
like
She's responsible.
who was that? Because I think they blamed her too. The band with Jody Watley now. You know what I'm saying? When that,
Shalimar.
yeah. And then Sherelle's like, it's been over 10 years. Can't you just move on? Have a conversation with his wife. Just try to be cordial. And she was just like, she ain't trying to hear that. And at first I was like, dang, it has been a while. But then, when it comes to your career, just not even on the band stuff, I was like, I could see why if someone really sacrificed my money, messed up my money real bad or something,
I'll deal with them.
being upset. Like I don't, I don't care. Life goes on, but I don't deal with that person no more.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I get it. I don't know what they did, but we know she's serious about her craft. That we do
Especially
know.
when they're saying that it was all my fault.
Yeah. Child.
And then having other people look at it like that.
And when you talking about the
All
industry,
men, industry.
you could ruin somebody. You could stop them
Mhm.
from actually being bigger than what they is. But
Mhm.
don't mess with her because this what she
Mhm.
did. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Child, the Tylers and the Silvers go on a double date. They go-kart riding. Jamie got to be the winner because not Jamie. Lil Quick.
Little
He got
silver.
to be the winner because he got to prove something because he, the size
You
of.
know, I'm sorry Winter said that, but he's always gonna be a little snicker to me. And then he's
He
sitting
is.
up there looking like Carmelie Nougat with that turtleneck and that tan suit on, and I was like, he shouldn't wear nothing Snicker related because
And I told you, then he do those little goofy things. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah. So after they sit down, Jamie takes this opportunity to tell them about the things that bothered them at the party. And they talked about Jamie's mental health. And well, when Jamie got upset, um, Jamie said that little Jamie was a bum. Okay. And first he said he don't remember saying that, but then he said he expected Ashley to bring all that up, but not quick. So I was like, so do you remember it or not? Because you said you expected Ashley to bring it up.
I mean, I don't know whether he remember or not. He was visibly drunk though. Like he was definitely. It wasn't a good look because he was that kind of drunk where he was loud and extra.
Well, Arena said she didn't hear that.
That's
She
always
didn't
so
hear
convenient how she only hears certain stuff.
Yeah, she said she just heard him saying he was looking for attention. Okay, and they showed a flashback. Clearly, we all heard him say it. Um, but he did say he was drinking. He didn't remember saying it, but if he did, he shouldn't have said it. And I'm like, well, drunk tongue speaks a sober mind, Jamie.
That's what you thinking.
That's exactly what you think. Um, and Ashley shared that she had her own struggles with depression, and she thought about ending her life even in her 20s, and then even in her 30s, she ended up going to the hospital for mental health issues. And she didn't want to talk to anybody about it because they would think that she was just trying to get attention. I think I'm sorry because I heard something, but I think he left a game or something playing over here. Um, that is part of her issue. She still has that facade up, that she is this wall. She put this wall up, and she's so
Ashley,
mm-hmm.
yeah, she's not tough.
Yeah, but she put that wall up. You know what I'm saying? Because she's still.
But you can see why.
Yeah, and then she ain't got. If she was freaking out over Alicia because Alicia is the only one that looked like that she got right now because she ain't got her mama, as we see. Don't know about her relationship with her
That's
sister.
the person that she knows like loves her for Ashley.
Yeah, she ain't got quick, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because he doing his thing.
Not when she's in her feelings and she needs him to care that she's feeling a certain type of way.
Exactly. And then Quick said, well, look, let me tell you this, Jamie. I'm a dad, and I can't imagine talking to my son the way you did. I mean, I believe you love your son, but it feels like you fell out of love with him, out of like with him. I was like, did he just say that? And then furthermore, he said, I mean, I'm hard on my son, but on the flip side, we are super supportive of our son. So despite what you doing, we don't act like that towards our kids. Basically, that's what he said.
Well, little sticker, first you got to be present because I feel like you're never there to act like that to your kid. Mm-mm. Second of all, you're awfully judgy. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. And it was a little inappropriate. It was a lot inappropriate.
It was a lot inappropriate.
Yeah. However, Jamie, when you invited Little Quick in your family to be chastising your son about his personal life, then I guess he figured you opened the door to, give you some constructive criticism.
And he didn't snap. He held it in. But he did say, he didn't expect him to come at him like that. But yeah, baby, he took advantage of that. If he had let him know, I mean, your son is 14. My son is an adult. So
you can't compare the
situation. Yeah, it's totally different.
And I feel like coming from Ashley is saying, I have felt this way. This is how this made me feel. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you should think about what you're saying because it may be affecting him different than what you think it is. Okay, little Snicker, say nothing.
Little Snicker said, look, do better because I'm a better father than that. That's what he said. You act like you don't even like your son.
That's my God, little Snicker.
Yeah. Jamie did good though, because I think had that been some other the husbands we seen, I think that would have went left though. He held it in. He might be snapping out about it right now though.
He snapped in the car. Yeah. He snapped later. He held it in because the cameras were there.
Yeah. And he already got that stigma about him.
I mean, Jamie, it's not a stigma. It is. It's true. It's true.
But this is the season they're trying to break that. You know what I'm saying? Can't you tell?
They're doing the same thing like I said before. They're doing the same thing that Marceau and Tisha did. They trying to have Raina act like she's so like he was my side piece. Okay, girl.
Sissy, what are you eating? Get over here. I don't know what that boy dropped, but she'll be over there gagging later. You know what I'm saying? Get over here. Um, so we had Sherelle's workout event. Child, Sherelle is a trainer. Okay. She said she's a trainer, but I'm gonna tell you like this. She said she lost 100 pounds. I'll work out with Sherelle, okay, because she'll have some of the same issues that I have, like with them knee issues and stuff.
You think she got
I
knee
need somebody.
issues? Her knees work real good.
I shouldn't even say that. She should.
She
You know what I'm
doesn't.
saying? I should. I feel like,
Did you see her bouncing up and down on them knees?
girl, she got good knees, good knees. I got bad knees, but it would make me feel like if this girl is doing it, I could do this. This girl is doing it. I don't want to be out there with somebody who all cut up and all tied up and all that. She lost 100. I don't need to lose that much. I just need about 30. You know
I
what I'm
don't care.
saying?
I feel like it's about the motivation. I don't. To me, it doesn't matter necessarily. Like she is a big woman, but she looks in shape. Sherelle. She looks like somebody who works out on a
She look like
regular basis.
so I'm saying
Um,
motivation. Cause
it
like
doesn't
she
matter
could
to
do
me
it.
though, like
I
if
could
they're
do
cut
it.
up or whatever. But I feel like it's the energy of the person.
Some of the people though, I'll be like, girl, you ain't doing all that. Like I need somebody who knows my struggles. You know, I feel like you know my struggles. I feel like the ones you just doing energy drinks, power drinks and stuff all day. I need somebody that could relate to me. I feel like I could
Yeah, but
relate
if
to
you
you.
have a trainer, they don't necessarily want to see you do that. They asked you what you want.
No, they don't. It depends on who that trainer is.
Yeah,
They
I've
be
only
like,
had them
here,
ask me like,
this
what is your
this is
goal?
the
What do you
drink.
what do you want to do? See, that's what I'm saying. It depends
And
on
this is
the
what I need
trainer.
you to do. Here's this. Go get this, get that. I want you to drink this green smoothie every morning. And for this, I need like
You've been going to the wrong trainers.
I ain't going to none. Okay, clearly. Clearly. So let's see. So Winter, aka Snowflake, shows up late. And she come in, she got a smart mouth. The first thing she said is, I didn't get the wig memo. Was she talking about Sherelle and Ashley and Lorena?
I don't know. I don't
Like, who
even
had
know
on the
why she
wig?
wants to come out. Why do you keep anyway?
Sherelle invited her out because she's trying to make them be friends.
That's stupid.
Ashley and Lorena just ignoring her. You know what I'm saying? And Snowflake is over there like the energy is awkward. Well, you knew it was gonna be because you know they don't mess with
It
you.
wasn't
So
until you
should have
got
expected
there.
that. Should have expected that going there that it was gonna be awkward.
Yeah, she did. In her mind, I think she's going to stir things up with her little ghetto Barbie record. Praise Jesus.
So they
That's what
over
I
there
can't stand
talking.
about her. She be doing little slick stuff. You know what I'm saying? That she knows what she's doing, but then she'll just say, praise the Lord. Girl, stop.
She does the Ashley. She does the Ashley from Potomac. She do that
Yeah,
same thing that
but
Ashley
she
did.
always ends it with praise the Lord. You trying to be this
But
preacher's
it's the same little she got praise the Lord. Ashley got the little white, what did I do? I didn't do that type thing. So Arena is over there talking to Joy, and she tells Joy that she I'm saying she talked to Sherelle, I'm sorry. And she tells Sherelle that she invited Joy to her get together, but she couldn't come. And she was like, why would you invite her? That girl don't rock with me. Why would you do that?
right.
And she's like, well, she said the issue ain't about you, it's about Block. It ain't got nothing to do with you. She said Block did some shady business, and you, the wife, probably ain't even aware of it. And Sherelle was like, I'm aware of everything that had to do with what's her name, Mama Soul, whatever,
No, you
whatever.
didn't, girl. No, you didn't.
Just like you said, Block ain't gonna write no song, no diss song. Clearly he did. You don't know. Like that was before you anyway, so don't even
You don't know
talk
all the
about what your man
details
did for you.
about how when he was getting with you, he was still with the ex, and that was her friend. It's a whole lot of that story. I bet you've been left out of.
Child. You right now, with you being married, don't say what your man ain't doing. Just
Girl,
you know everything. You don't know everything. Um,
you
when it
probably
come
know
over to
mostly
speak,
nothing. Everybody else know. You be the last to know.
child.
The
When
streets
it
be
come over there
knowing.
to speak, when it come over there to speak and to say goodbye to everyone, I was like, why you do that? Cause they not even talking to you. But
Because she
she
wanted
gotta
to.
have a scene. She gotta have a
Hmm.
scene. You hear her say to Alicia, I don't even know who you are. And Alicia was like, you would never. And she was like, I would never what? Try me. And she was like, who are you? Um, and then Sherelle end up because they start going back and forth. Sherelle pulls her outside and she's like, I didn't speak to her. She didn't have to address me. So I don't know what Alicia said because they didn't show.
Alicia, why are you talking? And you would never try me. Like, what exactly are you trying? You trying to have it pop off at the?
We know Alicia. And we seen Alicia smart mouth because we know she can go there just like she got smart with Joy real quick. When winter came up, Alicia said something to her because you know she had to be Ashley's bodyguard. You know,
And they cut it out, Alicia. They didn't even
yep,
want to include
they
that.
ain't give it to you because you're not. Um, you're a friend of the show. So while Sherelle is out there trying to calm Snowflake down, she says she won't ask you to come out there. Sherelle asked Ashley to come out there to have a conversation with Winter because she feels like Ashley is more sensible when she's away from the ladies. But that she wasn't being sensible because the two of them started going back and forth about who did what to who first, and you know the bashing sessions each one of them was having about each other on the internet. Who came
But
for
to me,
who
it
first?
really don't even matter who said what first. Y'all went back and forth. So at this point, we don't like each other. Like now we've said some stuff that
Ain't
I
no
don't like
going
her,
back.
she don't like me.
Ain't no going back. Um, so basically that didn't work. So Sherelle was like, she ain't gonna try to get them to talk no more. Okay, she's done with trying to get them back together. And Raina was like, if Sherelle is Ashley's friend, why would she force her to talk to somebody that she don't want to talk to? And I was like, you're
You
doing
mean
the
like
same
Joy?
thing. You're doing the same thing with Joy. She ain't rocking with her, but here you go. You know, child. Okay,
I
Raina.
mean, and at the end of the day, it's not about her. Me and her husband, I don't dig her husband. So why would she even want to have anything to do with me? Because I'm not.
And she won't. Because the way she ride for Block, she really wouldn't have nothing to do with Joy.
I wouldn't either. And I'm not going to be sitting up here saying he would never do that and I know everything. But at the
Right.
end of the day, if you don't like my man, then I guess we don't like each other. What am I trying to
Exactly.
be friends with you for?
Child, so y'all stop. And so at the end of the episode, Brittany invites little Jamie over to her house to kick it. But on the low, she also invited her parents over for, I guess, a little intervention between the two. So next week, we're going to get that intervention.
I felt very bad for him in that moment because I feel like with my kids, for instance, if I'm not getting along or if I'm out with one of them, I'm glad they got each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to ever feel like they can't trust each other because somebody gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try to make something happen
It
that,
was a
the other is
setup. He
not ready
thought he
for.
was just going over there to kick it with his sister.
Maybe that's all he needed. Maybe
Yeah.
whatever conversation she could have had with him by himself would have been way better than inviting and the grandmama.
And a grandma. Well, we're gonna see that next week. I don't think it went too good. I mean, It's good to see they in a good space right now, but you know, they had to go through some bumps. It looks like,
Y'all is sacrificing Jamie for ratings. Y'all
child,
is
poor little
throwing
Jamie.
all of Jamie.
Poor little Jamie.
Oh,
So, also next week, Joy and Sherelle realized that Arena is Miss Messy Boots. So they gonna get down to the bottom of that, and then you're gonna see Arena and Sherelle going at it. And Sherelle,
I halfway feel like okay, I'm not gonna say Arena is not being messy because she is being messy, but her translation is be messing things up. Like if she was better at translating things from one situation to the next, it might not be as bad. You know what I'm saying? But her translation be like Mia's translation, and by
I
the
just
time
gonna say that
we get
she Miss
in the
Mia.
yeah,
So you saying she a prostitute? Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. That's what she at. That's what
Right.
she
Yeah.
at.
So she goes
Yeah.
back and was like, she said something about prostitution and,
Yeah.
sex parties and
Wow.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
her
y'all. So my
translation be
son
off.
is on the phone talking, so he can't come back because he's having a whole conversation.
Oh my.
So y'all go ahead, smash that thumbs up button, like and subscribe to this channel, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.
Bye y'all.